In this lesson, you're going to learn all about the Mkuki knee, which is going to be a straight line knee attack, okay? As the name suggests, Mkuki is the Swahili term for spear, and we're using this term to describe attacks that are moving straight, whether we're talking about a punch, we're talking about a kick, an elbow, and obviously a knee. Now, there's only so many ways in which the body can move. We understand we got straight lines, we got curved lines, we have rotation. And so I need you guys, some of this stuff's going to be common sense. If you've been training some of the previous lessons, then you should already know exactly how to do a particular technique. If I tell you to throw a knee straight, if I tell you to throw a knee curve, you should intuitively kind of know how to do that just based off of how we throw everything else. And so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time in this lesson, but this knee is, again, fairly self-explanatory. Again, I'm going to utilize my front leg because it is harder to do this from the front leg, but I'm going to keep that natural bend in my knee as it comes up, right? As it comes up. Now, obviously, when you bring your knee up, because you're striking with the knee, the natural bend, your foot's going to naturally bend closer in, right? If I was kicking, I'm going to maintain that same distance, that same angle in my knee, right? At this same angle if I were kicking or striking with the foot. But because I'm hitting with the knee, my knee's going to come up and my foot essentially will be on that same line that it was initially on, okay? But it comes up and then it's thrusting forward, coming up and thrusting forward, right? Again, like I say, it's self-explanatory, okay? So it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out how to do this technique. But again, comes up. As it thrusts forward, I am going to sharpen. So I'm going to pull this in and shoot forward again from the hips, thrusting in from the hips. This one, I might be doing this towards the bladder. Boom, here towards the bladder. Obviously, you can do it towards the groin. You can pull their head down and, pull them into this as well. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but right now I'm just spearing this on a straight line because maybe I can't come initially. If I just go straight up, it might be too short. So I'm going to extend the hips, boom, and work this knee. Like most of our attacks from the leg, you tend to get more range doing it from the rear leg, simply because when you do it from the rear leg, that allows you to shift your weight to your closer foot, which is my front foot. So I can do from my rear leg as well and do the same kind of thing, thrusting here with the knee, thrusting with the knee, like so. Now, typically, I'm just going to, like with everything, we're going to keep our hands up. We're going to keep our chin tucked, okay? So just be mindful of that. Your hands can do various things. Like I mentioned, you can grab the head. I can grab his hair. I can check his arms. I can, do anything I need to do with the hands. But I'm essentially coming up, and then thrusting from the hips, shooting forward. Thrusting from the hips, shooting forward, shooting forward. I'm going to show you guys from this angle here. Thrusting from the hips, shooting forward like so, right? Shooting forward or shooting forward with the lead leg. Shooting forward, okay? Again, on the back, so I'm going to go all three areas, okay? All 3 points. Show you on Bob, show you directly in the camera, and then, of course, show you on the bag as well. But I'm shooting the knee forward here, going directly forward. Hands stay up, right? Like so, here, okay? Right? Boom. And with this, of course, I can step down and, continue to attack. I don't have to necessarily bring my foot back to the starting position, but that is your Mkuki knee. Thrusting and shooting forward. Obviously, striking surface is the knee. I cover the target areas being the groin, the bladder, the sternum. Those are going to be your main target areas towards the torso, towards the body. You're not really going to be doing this towards the head unless they're for some reason bent over or slouched down and you're doing this straight towards the head. So, but that's less common. But typically this one is shooting forward, shooting straight, right towards your targets there on the body. Last point here is just with regards to the standing foot. So the standing foot needs to be pointed in such a way that allows your hips to open up, right? As long as I can open up my hips here, right? So you see the angle of my hips. That's really what I want to be able to do. In other words, I don't have my hips, very square, okay? You can do, very square, right? I want to be able to rotate, boom, because that will make this a little bit longer, okay? Make this a little bit longer because so I do that by rotating my foot out, almost like when you're throwing the muduara, the round kick, okay? It's a very similar kind of idea. So I want to be able to open my hips up by rotating that standing foot if it's not already rotated, right? Same thing if I'm striking with the rear leg here, I want to be able to rotate a little bit, turn my foot out a little bit. It doesn't stay kind of pointed at the angle because here I'm limiting my range of motion, okay? So I need to be able to rotate that foot out a little bit so I can open up my hips to be able to throw that technique. And same idea, we're still keeping the toes fairly pointed. I don't want to get my foot necessarily hung up on something or caught up in his clothing or jacket or jeans or whatever he happens to be wearing. So those are the main points there, guys, on the Mkuki knee, the straight line knee attack. And that's pretty much it. Just go train it, okay? Now it's up to you, all right? I showed you the technique. Go out there, train it. Go out there, do it, and get proficient with it. We'll see you in the next lesson.
A man with my knowledge, what can you tell a man like me now? What's your suggestion? Ask your question. Okay, you talking to me, not a dumb Negro or a pork chop eater, don't know the truth. I'm free now. I woke up. Now, what are you going to tell me now? I done gave you my solution, some land of my own, doing something for myself like you, England, and America do. Now, I know you're not against the black man. I know you're not against me having my land, are you? I know you English and ruled and slaved forever for a long time. But do you still today don't want me to have my own country and build for myself and govern myself? Would you think that's bad if we thought like that?